Oh, hello.
cannot end soon enough.
Good morning. Yes, we're almost done. Come on, enthusiasm. Come on, we're nearly there.
3 more days.
3 more days.
I'm
3
looking
more
forward.
days.
I'm looking forward to one day where I can sleep in.
Oh, you're gonna get it. You're gonna get it. Don't
Today
worry.
was rough. Getting up today was rough.
Yeah, but look at your background. Look at the studio taking shape.
Well, this is actually why I didn't want to get up, because that's a lot of painting and a lot. I'm sore.
Oh, it's looking good though. It's looking really good.
It is coming along. Believe it or not, the easiest thing to do in this whole thing was lay the carpet, because those amazing carpet squares that you can get for commercial use are phenomenal. Peel and stick.
It looks good.
It's coming together. So we have a week to review, shall we?
Let's do that. So we had a good. So Monday we started off with Buffer.
Still, absolutely, hands down, the best tool for social media sharing there is.
There is some really cool tools out there. The big team stuff, but if you want to get started, you want to get used to the whole idea of scheduling posts and adding graphics and typing in your hashtags and tagging people. Buffer's a great way of doing it.
But not only getting started, Buffer scales, right?
Yes.
So if your conference gets so big that you have 14 people managing social, you can do it.
Yeah, you can.
And if
it's such a cool tool.
Yeah, and it's very inexpensive, except for when you get up to 14 people, right? But if your conference needs 14 social media people, then it can pay for it.
Yeah. Well, if you're getting up to that point, then you've got to pay for something, because it'd be ridiculous not to. But don't forget, Buffer's got that free tier, up to 3 social media accounts and 10 in the queue. Yep. I mean, you're going to have a queue that goes every 10 minutes if you wanted to, but only up to 10 posts at a time scheduled. So that was really cool.
That was. And then Tuesday, Stuart and Judith. That was a good episode.
Oh, yes. Was Stuart at any moment going to be chased around by a couple of security guards in a Benny Hill style?
Yes, but yes, that would have been funny. But it was particularly cool to learn about Eventin, what they're doing, Scotland and fam trips. That was a very cool episode.
I must say, I try and track as much as I can through the UK, through the US, through Canada, other countries if I can do it. But sometimes it's quite tough to find what's going on in Scotland. So I'm glad they're doing something to promote Scotland and get the buzz going. It's really, really cool. So yeah.
Wednesday.
Mike, the podcasting guy.
Yes, Mike McCallan was here. Who's always an awesome guest, and I don't know how he does it, but he's out on the West Coast and he gets up earlier than I get up, which is crazy.
Was he say it was like 6 a.m. for him or something?
And he was already dressed and ready to go.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, my alarm goes off at 5, but by 5 out on the West Coast. But so that was at, we go 7:30. That was 5:30 his time.
I'll tell you another thing that was very impressive. That length of that beard.
That takes work.
It's dedication. Care and attention. It's amazing. So that was a really interesting chat. I feel that we could have actually gone much, much longer, and we'll have to have him back at some point to talk more about podcasting.
Yeah, they are doing good work in that. He is doing good work in that space, and he would be good to have around for a couple episodes actually. Next.
Okay, of all the tools that we've looked at, Buffer is one of our favorite. Really, really good. But there's another one that's up there. Another top app you should be using.
Well, Canva actually should be required. It should come in the event planner handbook. It should say you need to use Canva.
When you go to get your qualification as a certified meeting planner, CMP.
Yeah. whatever.
It should be okay. This is how you do with the crowds. This is how you plan. By the way, this is what you do with Canva, and this is how you use it.
We're going
All
to
part
have
of
a
qualification.
discussion about the CMP designation at some point.
Okay.
Not today, but we should.
Are you sort of not impressed? Impressed? Essential? Not essential? Just wondering.
We'll talk about it.
Okay, fair enough. Okay,
because
okay,
it's one
people.
of those things. I don't want. I'm not opening this can of worms.
All right.
But
Okay.
let's just say I go hot and cold on it.
All right. Well, it is Sunday morning. We don't have to talk about such things. Yeah. Okay. So then on the 26th, which was
Mergers.
Friday.
Mergers.
Friday.
Mergers.
Mergers everywhere. Yeah.
Wow. Somebody sings as bad as I do.
Well, cheers, mate. Thank you.
Yeah. Mergers, acquisitions, they're crushing the event tech side of the industry. And it is what it is, but
well, the thing is,
not good.
There's some good mergers and acquisitions going on because if there's a really good app or software service, SaaS product that's being provided, or a virtual event product being provided, a merger that makes it better and stronger and more resilient, and it's got more life to it, that's fine. But when, as we discussed in that episode, when something gets bought up, and then it goes dark and it disappears and you never hear of it again, that's bad.
That is bad. Then chatting some musical duets there.
Oh yes, unusual duets and collaborations. Oh, there were some good ones. There were some really good ones.
There were the known knowns, the Elton Johns and the Kiki D's, but the lesser knowns, Cher and Beavis and Butthead.
That was great. Oh, let me just look at that up quick because.
I actually thought of one last night that we should have mentioned, and now I've forgotten what it was again.
Oh, well done. Actually, the one I liked the most was Public Enemy and Anthrax because they looked like they were having a complete blast doing it.
Yeah, that is actually Bring the Noise is actually one of my favorite songs. Either if it's just the Public Enemy version or the Public Enemy and Anthrax version.
Oh,
they're both awesome tracks.
Oh, Alice Cooper and the Muppets.
Those are fun. I actually went back and watched the YouTube videos with those.
I know.
Alice Cooper is a cool guy because he does have a sense of humor.
Well, yeah, I think he was quite happy to look silly or
sure.
He doesn't take himself that seriously like a lot of them do.
Actually, I think sometimes his fans, and maybe this is in general, that fans take the artist they follow more seriously than the artist does.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
A good. Now, I'm a huge Grateful Dead fan, and something could be said of that, right? That the fans take it more seriously than the band ever did.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but you know who has fun with it? Who with their fan base? Oh, and that should be an episode too. Is artists that have nations of people that follow them. Jimmy Buffett, and see, it's probably not a big UK thing, but the Jimmy Buffett tour every summer is a place to be. I mean, the parking lot is a party. It is unreal and a ton of fun.
There's a future topic we could do for the music club, which I think would be good. Is mashups.
Ooh, mashups are good.
For example, take a look at Blondie mashed up with The Doors.
Oh, those are phenomenal. I love those.
The skills that went into doing that are superb and should be totally awed. They're brilliant.
Another episode we should do are weird covers.
Oh,
like William Shatner covered, I think, Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. But there's another artist, I think he's called Puddles the Clown or something like that. And it's this dude dressed up as a clown, and he covers songs. And he covers Crazy Train by Ozzy Osbourne. and it is the best version of the song you've ever heard.
That we should also do people who should never have made a record.
William Shatner.
And also, well, have you seen the? Yeah, he doesn't sing. Let's be clear on this. When William Shatner released those records, he wasn't singing. It was just sort of
kind of talking.
Yeah, just talking. Leonard Nimoy did more than one track about Lord of the Rings, I think, or Lord of the Rings inspired tracks, and that was weird.
Who else? Eddie Murphy. Talented guy, very talented guy. Yeah. But those pop albums he did back in the 80s, they were kind of cringy. David Hasselhoff.
Well, for some unknown reason, he was super popular in Germany.
Oh, they love him.
They think he's absolutely fabulous. When the wall came down, didn't he sort of like get up on top and sing?
They brought him in.
Yeah.
I mean, that you gotta love people's devotion like that, though. That is really cool.
Yeah, it's one of those type of people who've got like a bit of a talent, right? They're not brilliant at singing, but they can sing, and then they maximize it totally.
I forgot there was a heavy metal band that was an American band, but they only were really popular in like Japan and other places in Asia, and they stayed over there for years and just made a killing. They were huge. More power to you.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's some bands who sort of like nobody knows who they are in their home country, yet somewhere else in the world, they're worshipped.
Yeah.
That'd be another thing to cover as well, I think, for the music club.
All right, so we got some good topics. Okay, 13 minutes. We need to give people back their day.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, you just want to go off and have a coffee and put your feet up. Which is nothing wrong with that, by the way. That's
something like that.
Yeah.
I think I might actually go lay down on the couch for another half hour.
Oh, dear. Anyway, we're nearly done because we've got 3 more days left.
Yes, 3 more days. And then I think some of these are going to be turned into podcast episodes. And then we've got new recordings of the podcast coming up.
We definitely have. So coming up the next 3 days, right, this is not set in stone because things happen and we don't always get to do the episode that we want to do. So, but we've got planned contingency planning for in-person events.
Yep.
We have Stuart Mitchell back again.
Yep.
He can't stay away, can he? I wonder where he's going to be hiding out this time. If you don't know what we're on about, go back and listen to this episode with Stuart Mitchell and
as long as no one's around him with zip ties, we're all right.
Yeah, as long as he doesn't go around showing us things that he's not allowed to show. and then on the last day, August 31, we're going to review the whole month. 31-day in review of just how well we've coped with it. Obviously, every day this month, you've been getting up nice and early. And just going for it.
For me, it was about proving a bigger point that regardless of how busy you think you are at your conference or event, you can go live every single day. You can make it work.
And considering that the equipment we're using, which I think most people would say is budget level, really budget level, is for me at least. You know,
some of mine is.
You can still do it.
I have some production equipment in here with me. However, there are off-the-shelf alternatives that work just as well. I just happen to have them because that's what I do for them.
Well, my stuff's bought from Amazon.
Yeah,
Amazon microphone, Amazon webcam. Yeah, good makes, and I paid a little bit more than the cheaper stuff, but it works. So you can just, I mean, the stuff I've got, the webcam, microphone, and the laptop could all be shoved in a bag.
And
you can take it to wherever you go, and you just do it.
Yeah.
At some point, I want to prove that we can use Restream, the platform we're currently using, only on a phone, and be somewhere and do an episode.
Ooh.
No webcam, no microphone, just what you've got in your pocket.
That'll be an interesting. Well, and I should be on a phone too, just to see if we can do it.
Well, we can do it both on phones. However, the point is you could actually have people dotted around your conference or event, especially if it's in a very large venue, and you could have people roving around wanting to talk to people. Well, you just pick up your phone, as in a selfie, have the other person and you're on Restream, and then you in a central office somewhere with a proper setup. You just get people in, connect with them, get them into the room, and talk.
You know how you could do that? Actually, if you wanted, so that's a great first step, right? But if you wanted to move that up, if you did Mevo start cameras, you could have, as long as you're on the same network, you could actually have cameras all over a convention center, run through the Mevo app, and go live. Or if you wanted, well, yeah, that one would take some work, but you could, you could actually do video switching.
You could also have people with a camera, a phone, in a gimbal. So you've got stabilization, right? Connected to a Wi-Fi network. Not necessarily the venues. You could set up your own private one, I guess. But you can still wander around the venue with your camera on a gimbal, and you could broadcast live what's going on. So if something exciting is happening over there, you just go, oh yeah, over there. Anyway, that's a future experiment. We'll try Restream. Both of us on Restream, one of us on Restream.
You know, I'm testing this later today. It's already spinning through my brain. I'm like, huh.
All right. Well, we'll do a special episode then. That
later.
Well, not even this week probably. But anyway, we'll do an episode in the future where using what you've got, a mobile phone with Restream is not even an app. It's just a web page you go to. So you don't even have to install anything special. If your phone's got a browser, you should be fine.
You're going to have a problem with that on iOS devices.
Okay.
Because iOS will not let the browser access the camera. Okay. For good reason, right? I mean, that's a legit good reason.
Yeah. We'll have to look into that then, the different options.
But I think doesn't Restream have an app?
I looked it up. I don't think so. I think it's all supposed to be done from the web page.
Oh, well.
Which, if you think about it, is much more accessible because you could just, if you've got somebody who's wandering around with a camera taking video, you could just say, go to this link, off you go. Instead of having to worry that they've got the right app installed, they've got the right... Yeah.
Yeah, but if you can't access the camera.
There must be a way around it. We'll have to have a look. We'll report back.
All right. On that note, 20 minutes now. We said this was going to be a 5-minute episode.
Right. Okay. We're done. So let's finish up. By the way, Keith, where can people find us on?
I almost skipped it. bullet-list.com.
Oh yeah, and there's a new version of the website coming up soon, so keep an eye out for it. An updated look and feel to it. Yeah, well, I've been doing this for a month. I've had a chance to finish off. And obviously, you come and visit us on Facebook with the Event Planner News page, the Planner Wire page, and the Bullet List group. And of course, we're on YouTube.
See ya.
Where Angela's been posting messages. Good morning, Angela. Or afternoon now, anyway.
Anyway, see ya.